Lately, it's kind of, I've just been thinking like, who gonna whoop me exactly? I'm looking to the trees, I'm looking to the birds and the bees and the bears and everything in between to inform me on how to be. I will re-emerge and be reborn in the spring. Thank ya. Hey y'all, it is Forever Your Girl. I'm Elohim. Welcome back to my channel. It is a Saturday over here and it is 2 days till my roommate's birthday, and so we are hosting a SpongeBob themed birthday party for her. It is gonna be so epic. We have been getting ready all day. Aria has been cooking her ass off. She is a home chef and does not play about feeding her people, and I love that about her, so that's really fun. So myself, my other roommate Ashley, and Aria's 2 god sisters who flew in have been preparing all day, and I felt like I wanted to record and kind of talk a little bit about inviting more whimsy and silliness and like childlike playfulness into my life, because one, I'm a serious ass young man. Being in school, of course, definitely inspires this. End of the semester also has me definitely super rigid, anxious, you know, just in the trenches with it all. So what better than to, I don't know, tap back into some childlike wonder with a SpongeBob themed party. It's a themed costume party, by the way, and we are all dressing up as various SpongeBob characters. I have chosen to be Squidward. It took me a long time to figure out what I wanted to do, but I thought, well, what's doable? I mean, give me a second, I'm going to show you all my materials. So basically, I'm going to yassify Squidward. I couldn't do face paint, I'm not that talented with makeup, but I did get a Squidward colored wig and these long gloves that I plan on wearing. I have this super cute little brown collared knit top that I will be sporting for today, pairing it with these brown pants that I wear a lot for work and I really love. They're really well fitting. So I'm gonna freshen up a little bit, get started on my makeup, and then kind of just like share some of my current mood and reflections, going through a bit of like seasonal depression, to be honest, and how I'm really like fighting back against it. Like, I'm not surrendering. I am absolutely making a conscious, intentional effort to remain grounded. Remember that the days are long, even if the daylight is not. I'll be back. Okay, so I am fresh out of the shower, and because guests have, I think, already started arriving, if not, they will arrive very soon, I am going to try not to spend too much time yapping, but I was thinking, honestly, I really wanted to be handsome Squidward. For now though, it's going to be like a cute yassified Squidward. Okay, so the goal for this makeup look is something with a beautiful base, a very contoured face, like cut to the gods, a bit of a seafoam greenish eye, and some red lining the under eye to kind of like reference his pupil. I also kind of want like a, I'm thinking kind of like a rosy cheek. I think that just makes sense, especially because I have a bob, and that just like look very pretty. So let's see what we can do quickly. I have pretty much struggled with seasonal depression since I was quite young. I'm a summer baby, I'm a Cancer, and I really do not love the cold. So being in a place like the Northeast, the fall is beautiful, it's gorgeous, I love her, and it's really taught me to appreciate the seasons, but golly, like, these winters are tough. It used to really hit me like a pile of bricks when I moved here. I used to really just be so shook by these 4 p.m. sunsets and just how lonely and isolating it felt to be here. I'll also say my first couple of years I was not living with lovely roommates who wanted to host SpongeBob themed parties. I actually lived with, honestly, like total devils, honestly, who really made my living experience, not my whole experience, my living experience here in New York for my first 2 years, just really hellish. Just two individuals who were really unhappy with themselves and didn't know how to keep that contained the way most unhappy people do. They must share that. Misery absolutely loves company. So I dealt with that. That kind of like bleeds into, I think, what I want to talk about today. It's like I actually find reasons to enjoy the winter because of the good company that I keep and that I've been blessed with. Because you can really get stuck in your own, I know I can get stuck in my own humdrum. You know, objects in motion stay in motion, objects at rest stay at rest. And I tend to lean towards resting and isolation. And a little too much of that, particularly during the winter, has definitely just made what is already a hard situation that much harder. So I think I'm just starting off by saying I'm very grateful to be surrounded by the roommates, the friends, and the people that I am around now. They inspire me to do fun things. They inspire me to go outside. They inspire me in lots of different ways. So that's one. Like earlier this fall, my roommates and I went apple picking at an orchard with my very good friend Pony. I'll put up some photos here, and it was like just such a treat. Pony invited me. I then invited the roomies, and we all had such a delicious time. It was so fun. Nonetheless, even with these good people around me, that season of depression gonna persist, honey. But I think one of the main things that's actually been really helpful this year is, it sounds really basic, but like letting myself be sad, letting myself be tired, and not having a judgment about being sad or tired. It's like I look to the nature around me, and it is also looking very sad and tired, just like I am. It looks like how I feel on the inside, and sometimes how I look, child. And, you know, I'm reminded that I am just a creature on this planet who is also being called to rest and hibernate and die a little on the inside. I mean, obviously when you feel bad, you often don't want to feel that way and you are looking forward to the happy time, but like, all emotions are information. They are all helpful, they're all necessary, they're all needed, but damn, like, let me be sad. And then of course, like, living in this hyper-capitalistic grind culture that we do, we don't have messages or modeling of rest. So again, that's why I feel like I'm looking to the trees, I'm looking to the birds and the bees and the bears and everything in between to inform me on how to be. This is in addition to the good people around me. So again, like, using my environment as inspiration. It's really hard when you have demands, but lately it's kind of, I've just been thinking like, who gonna whoop me exactly? As long as it's not a threat to my position in my job or my schooling, then let it rock, you know? I'm accepting what this season is calling me to be. If that's calling me to be a little bit more of a hermit, then so be it. God bless. And I will re-emerge and be reborn in the spring. Thank ya. And I think a little bit of opposite action is necessary every now and then. I saw this really fantastic TikTok. I wonder if I can hopefully clip it in here, but this wonderful woman just talking about how stagnation or being stillness and movement need each other. So it's like setting up certain barriers for yourself to remember that yes, we can be still, but not too still and not for too long. Because when you are too still, you end up wallowing. But when you're in too much movement, you end up being burnt out. And I feel like winter, for some reason, out of all the seasons, reminds me of balance more than like any other season. It reminds me that the my natural inclination to be still is necessary and good, and also I have to seek some opposite action. I have to seek some movement. Just like when the sun goes down by 4 p.m., I'd be like, girl, it is only 4 p.m. Get your ass up and go to that yoga class for 5:30. Like, the day's not over yet. And that doesn't mean I'm doing that every day this week, but at least once a week, setting up like certain guardrails or something to ensure that I have this balance of both resting and energizing myself with movement, with activity, with being around people. I'm just thinking about some of these things. I woke up yesterday with so much anxiety, just thinking about, oh my god, I have so much to do, and then I have all these festivities. Well, I'm just thinking about, oh, I need to buy gifts, and I need to do this, and be there, and be that, and I literally taught this morning, which is my second job. Oh my god, I need to teach, and apply for this thing, and all of these things are true, yes, but also, I literally had to go sit at my altar and meditate and pray for like a good 20 minutes until I calmed down, because it was just OD. It was just OD. It was like, I think I was just like prioritizing so much of the things needed from me from everyone else, which, you know, that's a real thing. That's not something that I can escape, and nor can most people escape. We have obligations and owe things to other people, period. And at the same time, take a deep breath. None of these things can whoop me. I will not die. The more I just sit down and do the work instead of vibrating in one place, freaking out about it, the better I will feel. And if I decenter, feeling like, oh, all these people want these things from me, and instead center myself and my wishes, oh, I actually want to do these things. Wait, I want certain things for myself. I want to get this thesis completed. I want to celebrate my roommate. I want to be able to get my work done and feel accomplished about it, and also be able to celebrate. Again, balance. Like, anxiety just has a way of throwing you so far into one point of view, it feels like everything else is impossible. Like, just hijacks your common sense, seriously. Once I calmed down and I centered my own needs, I felt so much better. I felt so much less in distress, and I was able to create a game plan. And I literally locked in for 6 hours, y'all. It was incredible, and the 6 hours went by so quickly. So yeah, that was pretty cool. Offering a little bit of my real experience, because it's kind of just a reflection of me, like, actually trying to practice what I preach. I could be spending all of this afternoon doing even more thesis work, preparing for final exams, what have you, and all of that time will come. But I also know myself and know that I get resentful and angry when I feel like I haven't had enough time to relax and just let loose. Like, this, all of this is a part of doing the work. Like, it's a part of eventually getting it done. I'm not an Energizer bunny. I'm not a work